The night Baghdad burned. The reality of shock and awe. What does it feel like when your sky catches fire? On March 20th, 2003, millions of Iraqis woke to this reality as the first shock and awe airstrikes lit up Baghdad's night sky. While you may have watched it unfold on CNN from your living room, for Baghdad's residents, this wasn't television. It was terror arriving from above. Operation Iraqi Freedom has begun, announced President Bush. The stated mission: disarm Iraq of weapons of mass destruction, end Saddam Hussein's support for terrorism, and free the Iraqi people. For 26-year-old Baghdad teacher Fatima Hassan, it meant grabbing her 2 children and racing to her parents' basement. "We felt the ground shake beneath us," she later recalled. "My daughter asked if the sky was falling. In a way, it was." Within 24 hours of those first strikes, nearly 1,700 air sorties had been flown. That's more than 1 bombing run per minute for an entire day. The military called it shock and awe. Historians would call it the beginning of America's longest war. The war that began on March 20th would last over 8 years, claim over 100,000 Iraqi civilian lives, and forever alter the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. For American service members like James Ramirez, a 19-year-old from Detroit, March 20th marked the first day of a deployment that would change his life forever. "We thought we'd be home by Christmas," he said. "Many wouldn't return at all." As Baghdad burned, millions worldwide took to the streets in protest. The divisions formed that day between nations, political parties, and even families continue to shape our world. 20 years later, both nations still grapple with the consequences. Veterans battle PTSD, Iraqis rebuild their shattered cities, and the question remains, what did we learn? When we look at conflicts today, we're seeing the aftershocks of decisions made that March morning. The missiles that fell on Baghdad didn't just destroy buildings, they reshaped our century. The next time breaking news interrupts your evening, remember, somewhere, someone's sky is catching fire.